Please welcome onto the stage here, Bakerfield!
Girls all dance with boys, don't care to dance with me, but it ain't my fault that my clothes are all dirty and the red clay stains my feet. It's under my nails and it's under my collar when it stains my Sunday clothes. I do my best with the soap and water, and all dirt won't go. And when I pass through those pearly gates of my gown, the golden instead, or just red clay rose and red clay wings and red clay halo for my head. But it's hot in the spring and it's dust in the summer, where it blows on a crimson tide, until the leaves have a color on dirt on the mountainside. When I pass through those pearly gates from my gown, we go instead, or just red clay rose and red clay wings and red clay halo for my head. Now Jordan's banks are all big and muddy, and the rolling water's wide. But I got no boat, so I'll be good and muddy when I get to the other side. And when I pass through those pearly gates from my gown, we go instead, or just red clay road and red clay wings and red clay halo for my head. When I pass through those pearly gates from my gown, we go instead, or just red clay road and red clay wings and red clay halo for my head. I'll take red clay road and red clay wings and red clay halo for my head. Thank you so much. Oh, what a lovely afternoon this is. Great, I'm just going to pick my bass up. We did this song on Friday night with Shake the Roots, but we want to do it again as a tribute to Mr. Guy Clark, who sadly died this year, and we've lost loads of amazing musicians, but for Pete and I, he has been a real wealth of information and songs for us. This is a song about growing old disgracefully. When Guy was a child, his dad made him a little Superman cape out of flour sack, and it's basically about always trusting in that little flour sack cape. And when you're wearing that cape of invincibility, you can do absolutely anything. I tend to use my anorak when I'm running across the car park at Tesco or whatever. Put your hood over your head and run. Try it, it's great. It's true. It's wonderful. I must admit, I normally do have Freya with me, so we don't look quite so daft as I'm running across. But please feel free to trust your cape. Thank you.
on the garage, figuring what the heck. He screwed his courage up so tight, the whole thing come unwound. He got a running start, and bless his heart, he's headed for the ground. But he's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. You just spread your arms and hold your breath, you will always trust your kid. Now he's all grown up with a fly-side cape tied all around his dream. He's full of piss and memory, and he's busted at the seams. He licked his finger and he checked the wind. It's gonna be do or die. Well, he wasn't scared of nothing more. He's pretty sure he can fly. And he's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. You just spread your arms and hold your breath. You'll always trust your kid. Well, now he's old and grey with a fly-side cape tied all around his head. He's still jumping off the garage and he will be till he's dead. All these years the people say he's acting like a kid who did not know he could not fly, so he did. And he's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. You just spread your arms and hold your breath. You always trust your king. Yes, he's one of those who knows that life is just a leap of faith. Just spread your arms and hold your breath. You will always trust your king.
We've got another different Guy Clark one on, but this is one that we've not done this weekend, and it's one that I really love. It's a song that Guy Clark did for his wife Susanna. It's basically, for me, the most beautiful love song ever. He wrote it for her, and sadly she died, but they'll be somewhere together now, and this is the song called Magnolia Wind, our little tribute to Guy Clark.
Here and it's gone. All the magnolia wind. Says pack up your fiddle. Says pack up your bow. 'Cause if I can't dance with you, then I won't dance at all. I'll just sit this one out with my back to the wall. I'd rather not hear pretty music again. If I can't catch your fill on the magnolia wind, if I can't catch your scent on the magnolia wind. Thank you, folks. Sad day that guy. I seen you put up a long, hard fight. It was a tough cookie, was Guy Clark. But, in terms of his musical influence, so many songs that you probably all know of that have been recorded by other people that he wrote. It's a phenomenal library of material that he's got right there, and thank goodness he's left us with it. Well, he's going to play
Bonds' banjo.
not just any old banjo, but Bonds' banjo. He's been through 2 wars. Bonds took this to the front line on many occasions. And it's fresh, covered in fresh Glastonbury mud.
It sure is. It sure
In the
is.
trenches of Glastonbury.
I'm a low rider today. This is great. Anyway, this is an old tune called Lazy John. Please join in if you know it.
Work all week in the noonday sun, 15 cents when a Saturday come. Going to the dance to have some fun. Why don't you get along, Lazy John? Lazy John, Lazy John. Why don't you get your days well done? You're in the shade, I'm in the sun. Why don't you get along, Lazy John? Yeah. We'll train Mike Spencer Davis. There's a gentleman from Massachusetts called Mark Irelli. He's a singer-songwriter extraordinaire. If Bob Dylan had been a young man, now he would be Mark Irelli. And he's currently just released, I think his 10th studio album. And he writes the most phenomenal songs. Slowly but surely gaining in, growing in popularity, but that's not really that important for people like Mark Irelli. The only important thing is that he's good to his family and that he writes great material. That's really all that is important in his life. And he's at Shrewsbury Folk Festival in just a few weeks' time with the most phenomenal bluegrass band some of you will ever see, or may ever see. This song he wrote is called The Only Way. It's about the 9/11 atrocity. He mentions not once those responsible for the atrocities, but only mentions those who ran towards the danger, and it is a song about the human spirit. And he tells us that there is always hope, regardless of what others might try to convince you of. This is called The Only Way by Mark Irelli. Yep. Suffering, there's nothing I can do. It seems so senseless. I feel defenseless, so small. I could shut my windows, I could bolt my doors, but if I don't feel safe enough to speak my mind anymore, what's the use? Nothing left to lose, no further to fall. Look just like the gates of hell in a flash, smoke in the ash of falling down like rain. They circle wagons, they gather round, they bravely pulled our brothers and our sisters from the ground, and I know we owe them more than to be afraid. I'm gonna love, I'm gonna believe, I'm gonna dream, I'm gonna roll up my sleeves and give everything until there's nothing left to give, and that's the only way that I know how to live. I know freedom has a price, but it doesn't keep score. It leaves me hollow, too much to swallow after all this time. So I won't tell you what to believe, 'cause I'm too young to be so cynical and too old to be naive. Every action breeds reaction. Let this be my Another great American singer-songwriter, Jonathan Byrd, B-Y-R-D, who's very tall. Very tall, and he wears cowboy boots and a cowboy hat, and writes the most astonishing stuff. Sort of, I don't know, country intellectual, whatever that means. Poet, brilliant singer-songwriter. He writes very deep philosophical songs as well as some crazy ones. This is neither. This is a song that he wrote about what you do on Sunday mornings.
Ooh. One of us. Because it's warm. Our instruments aren't used to being warm.
Yeah, it's sort of drying the damp out, isn't it?
It's 8 o'clock and the neighbours are knocking to give us a right to church. If we'll inquire, maybe they'll buy it. Think this plan could work. I hear weaving, get under the sheets and celebrate good news. There's way to spend Sunday's loving you. Making the biscuits, making the fixings in your birthday suit. Frying up bacon, you might wear an apron, it's the safest thing to do. If you want coffee, get your hands off me, honey, while I'm wanting. Best way to spend Sunday's loving you. Hear the church bells ringing, the sun shines down from up above. I hear the choir singing, hallelujah. God is love, God is love. It's 5 to 11 and I'm in heaven, you at home alone. Let's get to the neighbors, pick some tomatoes before they get back home. We can make it out of town with a blanket on the ground by the time the preaching's through. Best way to spend Sunday's loving you. Best way to spend Sunday's loving you.
Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out and listening to us. Sorry we're not Jill and John.
Can we actually have a big hand, please, for John, Jill, Joe, everybody that runs this festival? It's...
So I'm just looking for my bow, isn't it?
Your bow?
It's in your case. In the ukulele case.
You can bring the arrows.
Is it? Thank you.
where you keep it.
Well, I'll have
Who was the last song by again?
Jonathan Bird and Chris Kokesh.
BYRD, Jonathan Bird.
This next song is a song that Pete wrote. I'm going to let him explain who it's about, but it's for somebody very special in this room who's done a lot for us, and we're sending it out to, he knows who he is, and this is to him.
Certainly not Mr. Davis. Enjoy. Yeah, so we went to Shrewsbury Folk Festival a few years ago, first time, and I hadn't written a song for about 18 months, which was a massive problem in my life, because then you think, well, I'm not going to write another song as long as I live, and all that kind of stuff. And we went to see a gentleman called Chuck Brodsky, great singer-songwriter, Chuck Brodsky, from North Carolina, I think. And he sang and played, and we saw him 3 times that weekend, once in front of thousands and thousands of people, and he laughed and he cried, and it was almost like watching some kind of hypnotist or illusionist at work. He was phenomenal. His songs, his stories, and the way he played. And just a brilliant guy, Chuck Brodsky. I met him, we had a Meet the Artist thing shortly after, the next day, in a classroom. And I went and I said, I put my hand up in a room full of people and said, Chuck, I've got a terrible problem, and I haven't written a song for 18 months. And he said, don't worry, neither have I. And within a couple of days, I found myself in a friend's treehouse, that's another story, writing a song for the first time in 18 months. It spilled out onto the page, and I didn't change any of it. This is it. It's called The Boy in the Ball. And it's the only song I've ever written unwittingly to myself.
And it also stars Freya, who's going to be my quiver for my bow, because I haven't got anything to hold my bow in, so she's going to hold it for me.
Just a normal kid from a normal family. Didn't know where I was going or what I was gonna be. Had no reason to be angry, to feel so confused. Leaf caught in a world with no easy explanation I could use. Boy in a boat, alone in a crowd. Speak when you're spoken to, never shout out loud. Well, I read a lot of books, there were stories I could tell. If only they would listen and release me from this prison cell. I was 14 years old when I heard that song. I never heard it before, but my heart still sang along and seemed to told his story, and I hung on every word. He said, don't think twice, it's alright, the truest sound I'd ever heard. That record all through the night, and as the needle tracked the groove, it traced the story of my life. And I came out of that room singing, I came out with a voice, I came out of the shadows, and I knew I'd made my choice. different songs. Some people seem to like them, though I don't know where they come from. And it's taken me to places that I thought I'd never go. And it keeps on introducing me to people. It's my privilege to know. That's a reference to you, by the way. So if someone ever tells you that it's just a song, pay them no attention. Lord knows they've got it wrong. That could be someone's life you're listening to. It just might be yours too.